making no sense with Tom Sena.
So we're here with Jim Cavanaugh, James the Commish, is what I like to call him. And Jim is the county commissioner for Douglas County.
That's correct.
Douglas County, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Tom. I'm glad to be here. I love your show.
Well, you're awesome. You're a great support. Now, so you picked this location. This might be our first on location podcast. Tell me where we are and why are we here?
So this is Acadian Grill in the heart of Miracle Hills on 114th Street, just north of Dodge. It is the only Irish Cajun restaurant in Omaha. The proprietor, Dan O'Brien, is a neighbor and a friend and an excellent cook. This is a scratch kitchen, and they make everything from scratch. Dan, come here for a second, is a local guy. And
get your head in here.
Get in there. And that's the logo of Acadian Grill. He has the fleur de lis of Louisiana.
Oh yeah, on his hat.
And the tricolor shamrock of Ireland. And it matches the best of both worlds in a menu that can't be beaten in the Omaha area. Acadian Grill.
Right on. Thank you. Well, I can't wait to. I'll definitely have to stop back and get a proper meal here.
Oh, please do.
I had no idea. I'm glad I had heard of it, but I did not know any of that. I didn't know about the mixture of the Cajun and Irish or any of that stuff. So.
It's an actual work of art, and we hopefully will see this. He's got the map of Acadia in Louisiana up on the front with where all the ingredients come from. I mean, it's amazing.
Thanks, Dan. Yeah,
Thanks, Dan.
we'll get a picture of that. I'll get a photo of that and mix it in here on our YouTube, on the show, on the podcast. So the reason I wanted to talk to Jim's a friend of mine. He's a client, a friend of mine, and I also I know Jim's daughter. Jim's daughter is Molly from the Big Party Show, who is local celeb Molly, who is, as you all know, anyone that's heard the show, she's hilarious. And now her and Big Party are doing their own podcast. So I tried to scoop her dad before they did. So Molly's going to be pissed. No, I don't think she will be. But Molly's a doll. And no, I just thought it was kind of ironic that they have a podcast. Anyway, so Jim here is county commissioner, but he's an interesting character. You've got a lot going on, and I just want to pick your brain a little bit about that. For starters, Cavanaugh is a big local name in politics. Tell me a little bit about that. Where does that come from? Where did you come into that? And then where did it land on you?
So the Cavanaughs have been here for a long time. The family actually got out here in the 1850s, right after Omaha was founded.
Wow.
And so my father's side of the family have been here for a long time. My mother's side of the family came from Ireland. My grandparents are from Ireland. And so we're kind of like immigrants on one side and old timers on the other side. But my father's family has been in politics and public service for 100 years, everything from the fire department to local, state, national government. My father was actually a county commissioner when I was a kid. And when he got ready to retire, I was in my 20s. And he said to me, Jim, you should actually think about running for county commissioner. And I said, well, why is that? And he goes, well, two reasons. First, everybody would think you're me and you would win. And I said, well, that's gratifying. What's the second reason? And he said, Jim, you're not really making much of a contribution to our community. And so you should actually do something for the community. Well, as you can imagine, I was a 20-something and that didn't go over real big, but I never forgot about it. And so much later in my career, I reflected on it and I said, maybe I should do that. And so now I've been on the county board for 12 years, and I'm glad I did. Everybody should try to make this a better place to live.
Right on. Were you an attorney at the time, or?
I've been an attorney. I practiced with the public defender's office at Douglas County criminal law originally for about 10 years. And then I established the first Social Security disability firm in Nebraska, which is still going. One of my nephews took it over when I retired.
Right on.
Yeah.
Well, cool. So you've been the county commissioner now for how long?
12 years.
12 years.
Yeah.
And you're running again?
I am. God help me. But I'm doing it because there's a couple of things I would like to get done before I am done. One of them has to do with mental health and substance abuse. I think we can do more.
Amen, brother.
I am bothered by the fact that you drive around town and you see people under bridges and living out in the wintertime. And we could do better on that, I think. And another thing is with juvenile justice, the county made a mistake and built a kids' jail that's unused. It's brand new and it's empty. And so I want to see if we could maybe repurpose that to help with some of these homeless problems that we have. We've got 54 beds, brand new building downtown. The heat's on, lights are on, and nobody's home.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, I love that. That is a great, I wish you well. I wish you luck in that. That's a great thing. I'm a product of Epley Rehab from Methodist Midtown.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I went through their adolescent unit and sobered up very early on in my life. Thank God, or I wouldn't be sitting here today. I might be in that jail that you talked about, but anyway, so I've kind of, I've been in the program my whole life or whatever, in and out, been lucky enough to stay sober my whole life. And I also have noticed the lack of, so Epley went away. And then Richard Young went away.
Yeah.
So mental health, drug addiction, all that. There just seems like there was nothing left here. And if people wanted to go through rehab or something, I think they had to go to O'Neill or
Valley of Hope. You're exactly right. We should provide better, easier opportunities for people to get straight and sober.
We're a big city.
We're a big city, and this is a disease like any other disease. Not to have beds for people with drug and alcohol problems or people with mental health problems is like not having beds for people with cancer problems or, pregnant women.
Right.
We have to take care of these health concerns, or they end up, like I said, on the street under the bridges.
Right. And we have facilities in Omaha here that offer help to people, homeless people and so forth, to getting back on their feet. But then some of those places disallow people if they do have a drug or drinking problem. Then they're not even allowed in their facilities, which, I understand, but at the same time, because they feel like, well, that's not their lane. They're not equipped to do that. But there's just a huge hole for need in that area. And like I said, Omaha's plenty big enough to where we got to be doing something. So I love that. I didn't even know that. So I always learn stuff when I do these podcasts, and that's a great one. And I will talk more about that. I'll do everything I can to help support you there.
This is great because I'm an Epley alum myself.
Hey.
And so it's a small world. I'm also, as Tom indicated, a customer. And this hairdo that I'm wearing here today is a result of the art and artifice of Tom Sena's just absolute mastery. You can't imagine what I would look like without his help.
All right, slow your roll. All right, well, I appreciate that. I appreciate you coming in because we have more fun chit-chatting than anything else. All right, so you've got some things coming up here that I thought I would be happy to talk to you about, but I'm also interested in hearing kind of where they came from. Because you have always got your finger on the dial I mean, if it's Irish and if it's in Omaha, this guy is part of it. And so you're doing this film festival, an Irish film festival, and this is not the first year, correct?
No, this is the third year. I got a grant from the Irish government. I wrote a grant, and they hand these out to people across the country to bring first-run independent Irish cinema to American audiences every year. So, you can go to the theater and you can see the big ticket items with, Cillian Murphy or, any of the big Irish movie stars, and there are a lot of them. Saoirse Ronan, I mean, the list goes on. But these are the next generation of those people. And so this year, we have 3 days of first-run feature-length Irish movies, some shorts, some animation, and it'll be at the Benson Theater, which is a perfect locale, a restored movie theater in Benson, starting on first Friday, March 6th, Saturday, March 7th, at 7 p.m. both nights, and then there's a matinee on Sunday, March 8th. I strongly urge you to come out. You'll laugh, you'll cry. There's music, there's romance, there's thrillers.
Is it one film?
No. We have half a dozen films.
Okay.
And they're all the way from 90-minute feature films. The opening one on Friday night is called Bocce, like bocce ball, which means in Irish, the drowned. And it's kind of a murder mystery, but it's kind of a rom-com. And it's about this family of young Irish brothers and sisters, 4 of them, who inherit a pub, and a body is found nearby. And the mystery ensues.
Right on.
It's very, very entertaining. And I would highly recommend, if you're looking for a first Friday thing to do in Benson, come at 7 p.m. to the Benson Theater. You will not be disappointed.
How do they find out about info, tickets, all that kind of thing?
So I think Tom can post this. There's info here, and the QR code down there will get you to that. You can also go to the info at omahairishculturalcenter.com. But the ability to get tickets is not tough. If you look online at omahairishculturalcenter.com, or if you look here and I presume you'll get something posted, you'll not only get how to buy them, but you'll get a little snippet of each movie. And if you go on to the website, you can see trailers.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
That's from the QR code. Yeah, I'll make sure and get that on there. So the week after that, you have another. Is this a completely unrelated event?
No, these are all related.
Okay. Talk to me.
So we have been celebrating Irish Heritage Month in the month of March, nationally since 1992, but locally for about the last 10 or 15 years. And in order to make an entire thing, something for everybody, we thought, well, some people like music. And so this Friday night at the B Bar at Barrett's on Leavenworth Street, internationally renowned Irish musician Derek Warfield and his group are coming Friday night, the 27th, at 7 p.m. at the B Bar. Then the following Friday night is the kickoff of the Irish Film Festival, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then the following Saturday, we have the 11th annual Irish Awards Brunch, featuring Kathleen Kennedy, who is the oldest of Robert F. Kennedy Sr. and Ethel's children, former Lieutenant Governor of Maryland, worked in the Obama administration, the Biden administration, in health and labor, and is a published author, coming as a keynote speaker that day on public service. And Omaha's new Archbishop, Archbishop McGovern, will make his first official St. Patrick's Day debut at the Field Club on Saturday the 14th at noon to 2 o'clock. It's a brunch. There's live Irish dancing. There's live music, food, awards, all of that, and a bag of chips, as they say.
All right. Well, I hope to get to that.
That would be great. I
yes.
think you would enjoy it. It's family friendly. It's got great culture. As a matter of fact, our host here today, Dan O'Brien, is the co-chair of that event and has been working hard to make it the best ever. And believe me, it's shaping up to be that.
Well, right on. It sounds like it. I mean, have you done one of these before? The awards
For
thing?
11 years. 11 years ago, I had been in Boston, and a politician in Boston had done this exact same thing. And I thought, my God, if I ever get an office back in Omaha, I think this would be a brilliant idea. So I started it, and the first award winner was my brother Tom, who's since passed away. And it was just a huge success right from the beginning. So every year we pick out 3 or 4 notable Irish Americans. We have brought over the mayor of our Irish sister city, Naas, Ireland, Timmy Conway. We've had live music every year. We have live Irish dancers. It's just gotten bigger and bigger. So it's the best cultural expression of all things Irish on St. Patrick's Day, usually the weekend before. It also occurs on the same day of the 50 plus year old St. Patrick's Day parade downtown.
Oh,
So the parade is like 10 to noon, and this is like noon to 2.
okay.
You can make a whole day of Irishness, and between the two of them, you'll be off to a great St. Patrick's Day.
Right on. The crack will be mighty.
The crack will be mighty. It will.
Kathleen, is she going to go to the parade? Kathleen Kennedy?
No, Kathleen is here. Actually, she has a mission. She's helping my nephew John Cavanaugh, who's running for Congress this year, and so she'll be doing a little political work. Imagine that, a Kennedy doing political work with a Cavanaugh on St. Patrick's Day, and then she's doing this cultural work and receiving the Jack and Kathleen Cavanaugh Public Service Award for her years in public service, and her father, her uncle, and the entire family. They've been an inspiration to me all my life, and she's a remarkable woman in her own right. So we're celebrating her. She's helping us. The whole thing is dedicated to a capital campaign by the Omaha Irish Cultural Center, which is a charity to establish a bricks and mortar Irish cultural center in Omaha, like they have in Chicago and San Francisco and New York and across the country.
Oh, yeah. Well, maybe that'll be after you hang up the commissioner gig. Maybe that'll be your gig, your home gig.
If I don't just retire and go back to the Emerald Isle and
Well,
raise wolfhounds.
well, there you go. I can't argue with that. I've only been to Ireland once. I loved it, as everyone does. And you visit you visit 20 of these little cozy little towns, and I thought every single one of them, I thought, you know what, a guy could just hang it up there and just disappear and be absolutely content to be like, whatever happened to Sena? We never saw him again, and that would be just fine, because those towns, quaint does not cover it. I mean, they're just amazing, and you literally do feel like you're living in a postcard when you're over there.
And they love music.
They do.
I mean, you go into the most obscure country pub, and over in the corner, it's not at all unusual to find 3 or 4 local musicians just playing away, and the whole place singing.
I sat down at a couple pianos myself when I was there. It
is. They have a remarkable sense of community, an appreciation of living art, whether it's music or song or poetry or literature. They love sports. They have active amateur sports, Irish football and hurling, and they just enjoy life.
Yeah.
They have to, because just this year, I don't know what this is, the 57th day of 2026, it has rained every day in Ireland. So if it's going to be that way, and it is, it's the Emerald Isle. It's green
Just
for
why
a
it's
reason.
green. That's exactly.
They make their own fun, and boy, they're good at it, and they enjoy having a good time.
Those thick cable knit sweaters from the
There you go.
Iron Isle. Yeah, this
There you go.
growing moss on it from all of the rain, and it's an amazing place. If you haven't been, it's got to be on your short list on the bucket list.
Absolutely. And there's
if
great
you go
art
back-
over there. As a matter of fact, if you come to any of the Omaha Irish Cultural Center activities this month, you can acquire one of these Omaha Irish Cultural Center works of art. It has the Triskel, which is an ancient eternity symbol. Around that is a Celtic Knight, knots, which is found in the Book of Kells, and the Omaha Irish Cultural Center. So it works on a lot of different levels. What can I say?
Yeah, like I said, if it has anything to do with Irish and it's here, Jim is involved. That's great. Well, so do you have anything else that you want to promote? I mean, these are two, the film festival, the award show. I mean, those are great.
I think the music night on the 27th is going to kick things off. I think that the parade, of course, is the biggest or one of the biggest ethnic celebrations, certainly the oldest in Omaha. There is a huli, which the Lady Hibernians, if you go on to the Ancient Order of Hibernians website, you'll find this, are holding, which is a celebration of music and dance and food. I don't have the date at my fingertips, but that's coming up. The entire month leading up to St. Patrick's Day, there's something going on.
Right.
And I can guarantee you'll have a good time. So try to make one of these. I would highly recommend, if you want to have an eye towards what's happening in Ireland right now, come to the film festival on Friday the 6th, Saturday the 7th, or Sunday the 8th of March at the Benson Theater. I think you'll be surprised at the quality of films that are coming out of Ireland right now. And then, of course, the awards brunch is kind of the capstone.
Mm-hmm.
And Tom, I hope to see you there.
Yeah, I want to be there. I hope to go. So, all right, and all this stuff, I'll post a link to where all of this stuff probably lives, doesn't it? The Omaha Irish Culture Center.com.
That's right. Yep. And the film festival is very reasonably priced. As a matter of fact, I think you'd spend more at AMC seeing a movie than you would at this. And if you want, reach out to me through the Omaha Irish Cultural Center about arrangements for any of this. I'm happy to help. Or come to Acadian Grill and talk to the proprietor, Dan O'Brien, and he'll steer you in the right direction.
Even better, and have a bite to eat while you're here.
Absolutely. It's delicious. I think they just got the best seafood restaurant in Omaha award.
Oh.
And you eat here and you'll understand why. Hopefully we'll get a shot of that map up front.
Yeah, I'll get a shot of that. It'll probably show up in a photo in the end of this thing.
Now, Tom, you got the heart of an Irishman.
I'm half Irish. Mom was Irish.
There you go. I knew it was in there someplace. Yeah.
Oh,
And you're a musician.
Hey.
So, you got to get back over there with us one of these days.
Oh, you wouldn't have to. Don't ask me twice. No, I'd love to.
Good.
I'd love to for sure. Are you? So, you're commissioner for how? What's the term?
Well, I'm just up for re-election now. The terms are 4 years long, and when I was first elected, my son Seamus was a young guy. His best buddy growing up, Liam O'Brien, is behind the counter. He's the chef here.
There it is.
And so Seamus and Liam grew up back to back, couple of Irish kids over in Dundee. And Seamus said to me after I got elected, "Dad, how long is your term?" And I said, 4 years. And he said, "Oh my God, that's just like President Obama." And I said, "That's right, except I get a parking stall downtown in Omaha, and I don't think he does." So yeah, it's a 4-year term.
There
just
are some
like
perks.
the president.
Right on. Is Dan a prep boy? Is Dan O'Brien? Did you know? Okay, just curious. So much of this does seem like it kind of comes around that, but
There's a lot of those, and there's a lot of prep guys involved in this.
West Side,
as well.
all that. Yeah. Well, that's very cool. Well, brother, I think we're good.
I have to put one plug in as long as we're talking
Well,
restaurants.
yeah.
My other daughter, Anne,
Oh, yeah.
has Amsterdam Falafel and Kebab over in Dundee.
Amsterdam.
And if you're looking for a great doner kebab in Mid-City, go to Amsterdam Falafel and Kebab.
Now, I have been there, and I can attest that it's fantastic.
She learned that business while going to school at the University College Galway in Ireland.
Oh, really?
That's where she picked up the idea.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, so if you go to Galway, or if you've been, that town, it seems like it would just be the most ideal place to be a young person, like in college. I mean, my God, that would be a dream to be there.
She had a pretty good time.
I'm sure she did. All right, well, good. There you have it.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. We may have you back. You never know. We've got plenty to always talk about, and I know you're always you keep busy. You've always got stuff on the books. So, all right, there he is, my man.
Thank you, Tom.
James Cavanaugh, your county commish. He's the commish. All right, we'll see you guys.
Thanks. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Making